On Saturday, March 17, 2018, the mayor participated in the ribbon-cutting ceremony for Dorothy Heights Elementary School. This is the third of 28 schools that will be rebuilt or renovated under the 21st Century School Buildings Program. This is part of legislation that was passed during the mayor's time as a senator to bring back $1 billion to be invested in school infrastructure in Baltimore City.
And again, you all, I am grateful to our young people who I know will be the future of our city, but this is an investment, and we're going to be investing across the city of Baltimore in these young people. I can't wait to see the smiles on their faces when they enter this building. So to our school CEO, to our school board who have been tenacious in fighting for us and fighting with us in Annapolis, and to one of the greatest presidents of city councils in this nation. I just love me some Jack Young.
On Monday, March 19th, the mayor participated in the opening of a Y Head Start Center for Early Learning. It was the former site of the Pleasant View Daycare Center in East Baltimore. The facility is now being operated through a partnership with Under Armour, Living Classrooms, and the City of Baltimore. The Y in Central Maryland was renovated and revitalized, and today it is a stunning state-of-the-art Head Start site which provides a high-quality, asset-rich learning environment for the 60 enrolled children, as well as a family resource center for area families and professional development space. On Tuesday, the mayor hosted her bi-weekly Call to Action breakfast. This continues her regular meetings with grassroots organizations who have been partnering with the mayor's administration since the beginning of February 2017. The regular bi-monthly meetings have resulted in the Call to Action participants having access to city resources, as well as building partnerships with each other and funding for their unique initiatives which are aimed at addressing community issues. Later on that day, the mayor attended the St. Vincent de Paul Front Door Rapid Rehousing Program presser.
First, let me just say thank you to everyone who's engaged in this effort. And it is a tremendous effort. John, St. Vincent de Paul services, your wraparound services and wraparound rehousing program is just totally outstanding. And Amy, you know how I feel about the Weinberg Foundation. You've been some real, true partners working with the city, working on behalf of the city, the United Way, and certainly Bob and the Able Foundation. Thank you so much for all that you do. And HUD, we're really grateful for this because it means so much for so many.
The organization has been at the forefront of introducing innovative, rapid rehousing services.
Rapid rehousing is an employment program with housing supports, not a housing program with employment supports. So think about that. We need to help families return to stability, and employment is a key component of that. We're providing housing as a basis for the stability while they can achieve their employment goals.
St. Vincent de Paul received a $1 million HUD grant that will allow them to expand their rehousing and employment services, which will bring Baltimore one step closer to ending homelessness. Wednesday was an office day. The mayor had a series of meetings with members of her cabinet and agency heads. Thursday, the mayor gave the opening remarks for the United Way of Central Maryland's Women's Forum.
It's exciting to be leading Baltimore at this particular point in time. And it is exciting because there's so much work to be done. But what I tell folks is that we don't get to do this work by ourselves. It's women like you who lift us up and push us forward.
Friday, the mayor hosted a roundtable breakfast meeting with representatives from local university and higher education institutions. This meeting was a continuation of the mayor's ongoing effort to strengthen relationships between the city government and higher education institutions. The goal for this specific meeting was to engage in a dialogue regarding violence reduction, communication strategies, and the collaborative role of higher education and other partners. Later on that day, the mayor participated in the grand reopening of Shake and Bake. The facility was opened by former Colts player Glenn Doughty back in 1982.
I know that when I shut down Shake and Bake, people were upset. But when you walk in here today, you'll see an air-conditioned building, you'll see a roof that's not falling in, you'll see a brand new floor,
You'll see 500 brand new pairs of skates that match, brand new.
There was free skating for the entire weekend. The mayor also gave a special thanks to our Parks and Recreations Department Director, Reginald Moore, whose staff had a big hand in planning the events and will now be responsible for running the operations of the Shake and Bake Center.
Congratulations, good job.
On Saturday, the mayor participated in the DC March for Our Lives event. Back on March 6, 2018, Baltimore students hosted a classroom walkout and marched to City Hall to stand in solidarity with students affected by the mass shooting at Parkland High in Florida. The mayor met with the students and made a commitment to shuttle 3,000 Baltimore youth so that their voices would be heard at the National March for Our Lives event. The mayor expressed her belief that it was important for Baltimore and urban youth to be part of the national conversation when it comes to gun reform. On Saturday, the mayor rode on the bus with students and participated in the march.